So don't forget, pull your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and be the nurse.
2 podiums. Okay, well, I guess I'll use this one. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We're going to give you a moment to go ahead and celebrate your soon-to-be new nurse graduate, family, friends, significant others, colleagues. So if you want to go ahead and congratulate them, we'll give you a moment. Do you feel loved? You feel loved? Okay. They feel loved. So let's go ahead, and the sooner we start, the sooner we finish, so we can send them all back to you. So thank you for being here. All righty. Okay. They have found their voices, everybody. Okay, alrighty. My name is Dr. Kimberly Reimer, and I am the Department Chair of the Associate Degree Nursing Program here at RCC, and we are here to welcome all of you. Thank you for your patience as you have spent many, many hours supporting your new nurse graduate, dedicating their success. As I'm sure that they've let you know, their success was dependent on the support of family, loved ones, significant others, community partners, employers. And as we know, family is not always biological. It is whoever we consider as family. So just a shout out to all of you for their support, or your support of them. I'd like to thank Dr. Denise Intermuley, Professor of Nursing, for participating in the Lamp of Learning portion of this ceremony this morning. The Lamp of Learning is symbolic, and is symbolic in a way of passing knowledge and wisdom from one nurse to another, and has been part of our program for many, many years. Alrighty, so students, there's a lot of you. Congratulations. Okay. No matter where you have begun your journey, you have all arrived here today. Would you agree? Well done. There you go. The nurse graduates presented before you in this audience, our esteemed guests, have and will continue to demonstrate their ability to fully engage with their clients, staff, interprofessional team members, and each other as friends and colleagues. Before we begin the official program, we would like to acknowledge and offer a special thanks to our ever-important Board of Trustees. Without their support, the RCC School of Nursing would not be what it is today. And we have 2 guests today, Trustee Blumenthal and Trustee Figueroa, for attending today's pinning ceremony. So if we could go ahead and give them an applause. Additionally, we'd like to thank all of our community partners, because as you know, without all of you, the success of our program would be challenged, to say the least. So thank you for being here as well. I would like to now invite Dr. Waldub Isak, Chancellor of Riverside Community College District, to address our graduates and guests.
Good morning. What a beautiful morning. It's a privilege to join you today for this special occasion, the pinning ceremony for our nursing graduates. Moments like this are what makes my role as Chancellor so very rewarding. They remind us all of the profound impact education has on transforming lives and communities. Students and future nurses, as it's said, many are called, but only few are chosen. You are one of those chosen few. The nursing program is one of those programs that's very hard to get in and even harder to get out. You faced countless challenges, long nights of studying, demanding clinical rotations, and the ever-evolving complexities of the healthcare field. And yet, you persevered. Your resilience and commitment to excellence have brought you to this milestone, and it's a testament to your strength and passion for serving others. Today, you stand not only as graduates, but as future leaders in the healthcare field, ready to make an impact and bring hope to those who need it most. First, let me thank the administration of Riverside City College, Dr. Oliveros, Dr. Lynn Wright, and the outstanding faculty and staff, and Dean Van Hool, who have contributed so much, and their unswerving dedication to student success has resulted in this outcome. This nursing program continues to set high standard of excellence, preparing graduates not only with knowledge and skills, but with the compassion and resilience needed to meet the demands of the healthcare needs today. Graduates, you receive your pins today. I hope you will pause to reflect on just how much you have accomplished. Over the past few years, you've weathered challenges that no other class has faced. You've adapted to a rapidly changing world, shown resilience through uncertainty, and demonstrated a commitment to your goals that is nothing short of inspiring. This ceremony is about more than just celebrating your achievements. It's about recognizing the beginning of a journey where you will make a real and lasting difference. Nurses are the very heart of our healthcare system. You are the calm in the storm, the guiding light for patients and their families, and the backbone of any care team. I can't turn my page. There we go. I also want to acknowledge the families, friends, and loved ones who are here today. Your support has been the foundation that allowed these graduates to thrive. Thank you for standing by them and believing in their dreams. Future nurses, your commitment to excellence in education has prepared you for success, not just in your careers, but in your lives. As Chancellor of Riverside Community College District, I want to emphasize how proud we are of this moment. You are a reflection of the best of RCC, a college committed to access, equity, and opportunity. You are the reason we do what we do. Now, as you take this next step, remember that the pin you receive today represents not just your success, but also your responsibility. You are stepping into a profession that calls for courage, compassion, and lifelong learning. Lean on the values you've gained at RCC and let those guide you in every decision you make. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the Riverside Community College District and RCC, I extend to you my most sincere congratulations. We are all excited to see how you will lead, how you will inspire, and how you will change the world. Congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Isak. Alrighty, Dr. Claire Oliveras, president of RCC, was unable to make it this morning, but she does send her best wishes to all of our new nurse graduates. Congratulations on behalf of Dr. Oliveras. Thank you. Alrighty, next it is my very great honor to present our dean, Dr. Tammy Van Hall.
I'm on the struggle bus this morning. I'm trying to get rid of a little bit of crud, but I'm in a great place. Look at all the nurses I have, right? We train them well. So good morning, everyone. Good morning to the graduates. How awesome to say those words. As Dr. Reimer said, my name is Tammy Van Hall. I'm just such the proud dean every time we have I'm proud every day, but mostly I'm pinning, right? I'd like to start by saying congratulations first to the associate degree nursing graduates from the class of December 2024. Please give them a round of applause. I want to say to all of you, congratulations on completing a very rigorous course of study. Would you agree? Wow, that was overwhelming. Okay, don't take it personal. But that course of study is going to serve you well as you begin your career. It's very exciting. And not only that, but you are now deeply woven into the 100-year history of RCC and the 70-year history of the nursing program. Did you know what we were that old? I can say this because I'm as old as the dirt of that building, right? Our excellence is represented in our community. We're well known in our community because of that excellence. And the prestige that you just earned as a graduate of our program now is yet to be revealed to you. Like, you don't even get it yet, but that's okay. You will. As a graduate of the program myself, maybe you didn't know that, but I am. I sat over there. I can honestly say that I did not appreciate the significance of being a graduate from such a highly esteemed program until I started my first nursing job. In the night, by myself, at a very high level, trauma ICU, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I have been prepared so well, painfully at times, but trained so well. I also want to congratulate the family and friends, because I remember my family and friends who supported me, because you truly made this day possible for these graduates. Your emotional and maybe even financial support, as well as your understanding and grace, sometimes not patience, but grace, have helped these graduates reach their academic and career goals. We are about to hand them back over to you, but you're going to notice a difference. They've grown. They've matured, even if they were older. And they embody all the qualities that are needed to be a safe, registered nurse. For all of you who may not be familiar with our program, and some of the graduates may not even know this, the RCC Associate Degree Nursing Program is the second largest accredited program offered at a California community college. We're big and getting bigger. There are 79 nursing programs offered at California community colleges. RCC is one of approximately 30 that are nationally accredited across the whole state. You also may not know this fact, that you don't have to be nationally accredited to be an approved program of nursing. The California Board of Registered Nursing does not require it. National accreditation is sought after and earned by faculties and institutions who are committed to ensuring your highest level of excellence. These, the fact that we are accredited offers these graduates, they will be able to pursue employment and advanced education at any place in the state and nation, actually. Not only is RCC's ADN nursing program nationally accredited, so is our vocational nursing program, and that's even harder to find in the state of California. And not only is our ADN program and our VN program accredited, but so is our simulation program. So talk about excellence and a commitment to excellence. This is why you're going to see a change when you get them back. I hope you recognize them. The RCC nursing program graduates rank among the highest in the nation for first-time licensure exam. We call it NCLEX RN pass rates. So in the last 2 quarters, well, let me just say it this way. In the last 4 quarters, 2 of them, we had 100% pass rate from such a large program. Yes. That's why the faculty have gray hair at times. And then in the last 2 quarters, we've had 99% pass rate. So still good, but you guys are going to be the 100%, right? Because any interruption in that, that's why you have to be on them. I'm not letting you loose yet. They need to study, and they need to be serious, and they need to not assume they know, although you do, but you don't. You have to study for this exam, because imagine if they have to wait an extra 6 months before they can retake it again. That's lost income, so you don't want that. So stay on that. Our VN program, and bring this up because we have some VNs that have come into our RN program. But for the last 2 years of our VN program, also a very large program, they've had 100% pass rate. Isn't that remarkable? And just to give you context across the nation, associate degree programs have about a 96% pass rate overall across the nation, so we're well above that. And the VNs only have 84%, so the fact that we're at 100%, that is remarkable. The RCC School of Nursing has been recognized for the excellence of our programs and graduates at both the state and national level as a recipient of the California Community College Gold Star Award for Excellence in Career Preparation. National Student Nurses Association's Stellar School designation, one of the top 25 producers of Hispanic nurses in the United States, as identified by Hispanic Outlook. And we've been recognized as a distinguished school for men. Yay, men, right? It's awesome. It was so nice to have that mix on my unit. We were about 50% women, 50% men. It was awesome. Most recently, RCC School of Nursing was one of only 5 community college nursing programs out of only 15 total awardees from across the nation to receive a $2.4 million Department of Labor grant to expand healthcare partnerships, which will provide greater access to nursing pathways and upward mobility for our students. Those of you who are graduating with the support of our Department of Labor grant and are employed by one of our partner agencies, could you please stand up? Look at that. Congratulations. These students have been working and going to school as part of that grant agreement. So, I mean, they're superstars. You're all superstars, but you're superstars. You can have a seat. Thank you. As you can all imagine, and the Chancellor reminds me frequently, it takes a significant amount of money to educate nurses, right? Because we want, there's technical things, there's simulators that cost close to $1 million. The faculty are well educated. So it does take a significant amount of money, which is why the nursing program continues to apply for these types of grants. And over the last year or so, we have been recognized from state agencies and from national organizations, and we have been awarded over $9 million in grants. Isn't that amazing? And so these students have benefited from resources that universities don't even have. So you've had a lot of good things while you've been here. Now, most of our grants focus on expanding pathways for students to achieve higher degrees in nursing. One such pathway is our concurrent enrollment partnership with two of our Cal State partners, Fullerton and San Bernardino. This pathway is an innovative and collaborative effort between institutions that allows qualified pre-nursing students to apply for entry in our institution and then one of the Cal States. So they're accepted concurrently and complete their courses concurrently. And when students graduate from RCC, they just have a short time to complete that work and have their bachelor's degree. It can be as soon as 6 months or sometimes longer if they're working. We made it very flexible. And the beautiful part is the students are able to get financial aid at both institutions. So it's really been a nice partnership between the Cal States and RCC. It's really unprecedented. So with the continued call for higher educational options available for qualified students, RCC and our Cal State partners have worked to answer that call with an affordable, high-quality, rigorous, and equitable pathway to higher degrees in nursing. And today, we are graduating our 11th concurrent enrollment cohort. This is the 4th class from our partnership with Cal State San Bernardino, and I'm going to ask those students, because they're superstars too, can you please stand? Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Not only are they completing the rigorous work I was talking about earlier through us, but they have to do all of the Cal State work too, which is easier, but I won't say that out loud. And you guys can have a seat. Thank you for joining in my party here. And really this CEP, we call it CEP, Concurrent Enrollment Program. This program has really made RCC nursing a beacon of light across the state, and we have been able to implement and institute about 7 other, or help in implementing about 7 other concurrent enrollment programs with CSUs across the state. So we're really proud of that. Now, while we're on the topic of pathways, as all of you know, RCC is well known for our long-established career pathways that allow students to enter at any time into a basic healthcare pathway, such as our certified nursing assistants. And I'll ask you guys to stand up too. If you completed RCC's nursing assistant program, could you stand up? Look at that. That's awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. Now, these students can either enter directly into the associate degree program, if that's what they want to do, or they can advance seamlessly into our vocational nursing program. And because we do award credit for prior learning, these qualified graduates from the vocational nursing program can just come right in to the 2nd year of our RN program, so it allows another route. And we call those students that come into the 2nd year of the nursing program advanced placement students. So with us today, we have several. We really like this option for students. We are very proud of our VN program. I think all of us have worked in the VN program at one time. I'm sorry. So these students, had a journey, and we are so proud of them. And so if I could ask our advanced placement student, you keep going up and down, it's the same students. Stand up again. There they are. So that means they went CNA, VN, RN, and then we have many university partners where they can continue on, which I'm telling you to do right now, get that bachelor's degree, come back and teach while you're doing that, after you do that, and then go on and get your master's degree. And we have university partnerships that allow low-cost options for you to do that, but you just have to stay close and let us know what you need. Okay? All right. Great. Thank you. See, we never stop around here. So there are a few, there's a couple AP students that I would like to recognize. And the first one is from our California Correctional Healthcare Service partnership, which provides health services to California's incarcerated population at all 34 California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation Institutes statewide. In particular, our correctional AP students they're working in the middle of nowhere, and it's a lot. And they're working as vocational nurses in these rural California correctional institutions. And again, they entered the program as advanced placement students. And we were able to do this from a large California apprenticeship grant that we got some time ago. And we have transitioned to a high road training program grant so that we can continue the partnership. And this class has one California Correction employee who is graduating, and let me just say, they get big raises. So her life is going to change. And then not only that, but her supervisors are here, and I just thought it would be so awesome to make her stand up. So could you stand up? Gabriella Manzo. There she is. Thank you. Yes. So please seek them out afterwards because they want to see you. They're so proud of you. The second AP student I would like to recognize is Jalissa Merwin. Are you here, Jalissa? Let me just tell you a little something about this little jewel. Jalissa participated in RCC's Guardian Scholar program, which is for our foster youth. She has, talk about grit. She has overcome so many barriers. You've had resources, though, so many to help you. And she's really proven her grit and ability to overcome some of life's most challenging problems. And we feel like we've been on the journey with you, Jalissa. You're like a part of our family. And I wanted you to know that you have basically changed the trajectory of your life today with completion of this degree. That is so awesome. Congratulations. Now bear with me, I'm almost done, but I got a lot to say. So now, I do want to talk about the faculty because they wouldn't be possible without the outstanding faculty that are sitting here before you. You know, half of those faculty that you see there, I'm going to make them stand up in a minute and they hate that. They have earned or they are in the process of earning their doctoral degrees. I mean, they are remarkable. They're doing that while they're working. It's a lot. And that is not even needed to teach at RCC. They do it because they want you to be excellent. And let me just say, I was here 10 years before I started my doctoral program. When I graduated from a master's degree, I told my children I will never go back to school. And they were so happy. And then I found my doctoral program. And I can remember the night that I made a big dinner for them and I said, I'm going back to school. And they almost didn't talk to me for a week. So this is a big commitment, and I do appreciate that our faculty see the excellence that comes through that, because I felt like, you know, I was such a better teacher after I had my doctoral degree. So also, like myself, about half of the faculty are also graduates of the program. And so they understand your journey. And they've been highly committed to caring for you and making sure that you have all the knowledge you need. So I'm going to ask the faculty to stand up, please. Aren't they amazing? They really are. And honestly, when we had our accreditors here, the accreditor asked me, how do you get your faculty to do things? And I was like, what do you mean? And she said, how do you get them to do all the work that they do? And I was like, I asked them. I don't know. So, I mean, they are amazing. Super happy to have them. Now, just as you're starting your career, 4 of these faculty are retiring from theirs. Makes me so sad. I hope I don't cry. And earlier, I saw you in the front row hold that little baby up, and it made me think of the circle of life with the mountain cub. And so I'm going to ask those 4, they don't want to do this, but I'm going to make them. I want them to come up here and be honored for their almost 100 years of service to RCC. The students have something for you. Here they are, and the students wanted to give them a bouquet of flowers. This is a picture-perfect moment of these faculty that have devoted day and night to your creating knowledge for you and making sure you got everything you needed. And not only that, but can I just say one more thing? First of all, let me say who they are. That would help. So, Dr. Denise Indermuley. She teaches OB, in case you can't tell, because everybody likes her. Then we have Dr. Kimberly Reimer, who is my department chair. And then we have Mrs. Stephanie Lowry. Stephanie has been functioning in the role of clinical placement coordinator, and I was on the call the other day with the state chancellor's office, and they wanted to know what the secret sauce was, is why does RCC never lose their clinical placements? And I'm like, one answer, her. She's got it down. And then last but not least, Mrs. Sharon Alexander. And Sharon was just awarded the RCCD Alumnus of the Year, which is such a prestigious award. So students, do you want to present them with the flowers? And see, this is the moment where we hold up, the mountain cub for the circle of life. Some are starting and some are on the beach in Mexico already in their mind. Thank you. That's all I got for you. Oh, no, there's pictures there. Yeah. What are you going to do when you don't have to come here every day? I'm going to call you every morning. Okay, good. You're going to miss us. You don't think you are, but you will. And it's going to be so weird starting the new semester without all of them. And finally, yes, you graduates make the School of Nursing just so excellent. You are a diverse and committed and caring group. I've seen you care for each other. It's so awesome. And when I walk through the lobby, you just make me so proud. And so now I can say this from one nurse to another. I want you to know that it has been such a precious gift for me to be a nurse. I'm going to cry because I love you so. You may think that your patients are the only ones to benefit from your care, but when you devote yourself to the service of others, you become the better human. So time and time again, you are going to start your day with the same familiar statement, good morning or evening in my case. My name is Tammy. You don't have to say Tammy. You can put your own name in there. And I'm going to be your nurse today. So benign, right? Such a trivial little thing. Right? And it just seems so trivial and just somewhat benign, but those words and your actions hold a lot of meaning and power to your patients that are going to be in your care. You're responsible for them. Are you ready for that? Good. So I urge you to be kind when no one is looking and give grace even when it's not deserved. Be present in the moment and listen carefully. Ask for clarity when you do not understand and advocate even when it's not popular, because it's not going to be. And show your compassion and never judge another person's situation. Give them the benefit of the doubt and try to put yourself in their shoes and seek to understand them. You will have the privilege of experiencing what few ever get an opportunity to experience, the basic but deeply important human connection between a patient and their nurse. Any of you on this stage, or those of you who are visiting us in the audience who have ever had the pleasant or unpleasant opportunity to interact with our current healthcare system, know that it is the nurse who can make the difference. So graduates, that's you now. Be that nurse. But you aren't just a nurse. You're an RCC nurse. Commit yourself right now to the excellence in nursing practice that RCC has instilled in you. Remind yourself every day the difference you make to patients assigned to your care, because they desperately, desperately depend on your knowledge and the excellence that has been instilled in you. So, with that said, I want you to go on your way and make us proud, but pass, say it with me, your NCLEX on the first time. I hope that gets in your head and their head. I want you to get your dream job. I did. I worked in the same job my entire career, loved my job. I hope you have that opportunity. Continue your education. You think you know it all, but you don't. So continue your education and stay close to us. Stay connected with us. Advance your degree and come back to teach the next generation. And I challenge you to wear that pin that you're about to receive. Never forget, like when you get that pin in a minute, I want you to touch it. Don't ever forget what is that pin represents. So on behalf of myself, the faculty, and our very dedicated classified professional staff in the School of Nursing, I congratulate all of you. The class of December 2024. So it is with great pride, but very high expectations, and we watch, okay, that I am honored to call you my nurse colleagues for the very first time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Van Hall. Next, I'd like to ask Dr. Brandon Summerall to come on up to present the Dennis Seaford Hawley Memorial Scholarship.
Such great words about kindness and working towards the service of others, which brings us to an award that we're going to present today. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our wonderful nurse. Oh, wait. Pause 1 minute.
Students, what did we tell you day one? Flexibility, is that right? The rubber band gets super big? All right, so we're going to be flexible for just a moment. We would like Josue to come up and address his peers and to present his thoughts for the class. Josue.
Somebody took my speech. I told myself I wouldn't cry, so I got this. So, just in case. Okay, so, is it evening? All right. So, good evening, everyone. Oh, okay. Oh, it's morning? Okay, good morning. Sorry. First off, thank you all for being here today. To our distinguished faculty, family, and friends. And of course, the fellow graduates. It's such an honor to stand here and celebrate this incredible milestone with all of you. As I look out at everyone, I can't help but reflect on how far we've come. Nursing school wasn't just a test of our knowledge. It tested us emotionally and physically. We had late nights, early mornings, and moments where we had to dig deep just to keep going. But it wasn't all tough, though. Along the way, we also had some of the most meaningful and unforgettable experiences of our lives. Some exciting, some heartbreaking, and some that I'd like to call magical. I'd like to share just a few. We caught medication errors. Well, we caught many medication errors that could have changed the patient's outcome, proving that our focus and our attention makes the whole difference. We've held a patient's, some of us have actually held a patient's hand during their last breath. Sorry. A moment that's as humbling and as it is personal. And we've witnessed life at the very beginning, watching a baby take their very first breath and giving them their bath afterward. Those are just some of the moments we'll carry with us forever. These aren't just memories from nursing school, they're lessons. Lessons that remind us of the immense responsibility that we carry and the profound impact we can have on others. They shaped us into the nurses we're becoming, compassionate, skilled, and resilient. Of course, we didn't get here on our own. Our instructors pushed us to think critically, sometimes a little too hard, and to care for our patients when, as if they were our own family members. And our loved ones, which is you guys were always there, encouraging us when the weight of nursing school felt like too much to bear. We've missed family events, celebrations, and dinners, but you stood by us anyway. And for that, we are endlessly grateful. And let's not forget our classmates, our second family. We celebrated every pass, cheered each other on, and picked each other up during these tough moments. There was way too many. This journey wasn't just an individual achievement, it was a collective effort. This is why being here together this morning feels so special. So I'm gonna say it in Spanish now. No llegamos hasta aquí solos. Nuestros maestros nos hicieron pensar críticamente y a veces un poquito más de lo necesario. Y nos enseñaron a cuidar nuestros pacientes como si fueran parte de nuestra propia familia. Nuestras familias, que son ustedes y amigos, siempre estuvieron ahí, dándonos ánimos, recordándonos de nuestro propósito y brindándonos amor incondicional, incluso cuando parecía que no teníamos tiempo para respirar. Tuvimos que dejar al lado muchos eventos familiares, momentos importantes y celebraciones, pero ustedes siguieron apoyándonos. Pase lo que pase, y nos hicieron sentir que nunca estábamos solos en este camino. Y por supuesto, nuestros compañeros de clase, nuestra segunda familia, fueron un mayor apoyo. Estuvieron ahí para celebrar cada examen que pasamos, cada pequeña victoria, y para levantarnos en los momentos más difíciles, que habían muchos. Todo esto no fue solo un logro personal, sino un esfuerzo que compartimos. Y por eso hoy estamos aquí juntos celebrando este gran día. So today, we step forward not just as nursing students, as nursing graduates, but as nurses of the future, ready to take on the challenges and rewards that we work so hard to achieve. We will face the hard days, but we will also experience moments that remind us of the importance of compassion and the immense privilege of being there for people when they need us most. So, I would like our class to stand up. So now's that time that we take that deep breath. We pull our shoulders back, and we become that nurse. Thank you.
Thank you, Josue. All right, next we have Dr. Brandon Summerall to do a presentation of a memorial scholarship. Are we ready? Okay, there we go. Dr. Summerall.
And let's try this again. Okay, scholarship and philanthropy are important elements critical to the success of community colleges. Today, we are happy to announce the gift of the Dennis Seifert Hawley Memorial Scholarship. Dennis was born in Burbank, California, and raised in the Glendale-Burbank area. His exposure to community involvement came early to him through his parents' active participation in various community affairs and service organizations, church functions, and one of his favorite things, political campaigns and elections. Dennis was a graduate of California Polytechnic Institute, where his major was hotel and restaurant management. He worked in this field along with real estate brokering in the Orange County and Newport Beach area. It was on Balboa Island that he met and fell in love with Howard Hawley. Dennis moved to Corona with Howard in 1988, and in 1993 ran for Corona City Council, then in 1994 for California State Assembly Representative. Their lives together spanned 27 years total, and in August of 2008, Dennis and Howard were married. Dennis was a long-term AIDS survivor, and in 2010, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. Prior to his declining health, the only involvement he had with nurses was with his husband Howard rushing off to work the night shift in the emergency department trauma center. As his health declined and hospitalizations were needed, he grew to realize the great care and involvement the nurses had with his recovery and well-being. Dennis lost his battle on the morning of December 2nd, 2015, at home with his husband Howard and his little dog by his side. And that's very sad because today his dog just passed away. To honor Dennis's memory and to show gratitude to those pursuing a career in nursing whose journey has been met with life challenges and never lost the vision of care and helping others, this memorial scholarship has been established. This quote by Mother Teresa was one of Dennis's favorites. It seems to sum up the core values of care that nurses feel. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. We are happy to announce this year's recipient is DJ Jung. Come on down. Come on down, DJ.
All right, let's get the celebration going here. Now it's time for our pinning ceremony. We invite Miss Laura Jordan, Dr. Lee Nelson, Dr. Kim Anderson, Dr. Brandon Sumrall, Mrs. Sharon Alexander, and Dr. Lynn Wright, who is our Vice President of Academic Affairs, to come on up to start the ceremony. We do ask that we kind of keep the celebratory outbursts and things like that to a low, because we want to make sure that each nurse graduate has their time, and so that family can hear. We promise we will give you an extended period of time for your congratulations as well. So thank you.
Marisol Coronado. Marisol plans on pursuing her BSN and a new grad position as an ICU nurse.
Joanne Alo Flores will continue to work on her BSN and plans to work in the intensive care.
Vince Manago will graduate at Cal State University San Bernardino with a BSN next summer. He plans to work in the ICU.
Abrig Stout plans to finish her bachelor's in August of 2025 and start working in critical care.
Tyler Ha. His goal is to pursue his bachelor's degree and work in the emergency department.
Charles Niguet, his goal is to advance my degree.
Ivan Gonzalez. He aspires to be an ER nurse and eventually become an instructor.
Charles Writing wants to become an ICU or coronary care unit ICU nurse.
Alexia Becerra. She plans to pursue a career in the ED and eventually be a psych NP.
Morgan Chu will graduate with a BSN from CSUSB next summer and plans to work in the emergency room.
DJ Jung. He'll graduate with a BSN from Cal State University San Bernardino, and he plans to work in the ICU or the ER.
Alejandra Elizabeth Sandoval. Her goal is to become a compassionate, caring nurse, hoping to work in critical care. Thank you to my loved ones.
Jessica Monique Barro. She wants to complete her BSN and open a hospice care center.
Jasmine Almarza. Her goal is to complete her BSN and to work in the intensive care unit.
Genesis Olazaba. Her goal is to finish her BSN with Cal State University San Bernardino and become an ICU nurse.
Lisa Marie Rodriguez. She plans to graduate from CSUSB with a baccalaureate of science in nursing and work in the intensive care unit.
Megan Yim. She will graduate from Cal State University San Bernardino with the Bachelor's of Nursing and work as an ICU nurse.
Viviana Aguadando Valenzuela. Her goal is to obtain a BSN and to be an intensive care nurse.
Daisy Corrales Mendoza. Obtain a BSN and become an L&D nurse.
Gabriela Manso. Her goal is to become an emergency room nurse.
Jaina Torres. She plans to become a critical care nurse and eventually become a nurse practitioner.
Gabby Del Mundo. She will graduate from CSUSB with a baccalaureate of science in nursing this summer of 2025. Her goal is to become a pediatric intensive care nurse.
Colin Anderson, graduating with a BSN this summer and pursuing a critical care position locally.
Syed Nak. He is going to continue his education and earn advanced degrees.
Jennifer Rivas. She plans to work in L&D and complete her BSN with Cal State Fullerton.
Virginia Cabral. She has an interview with Riverside Community Hospital for their emergency department. She plans to complete her BSN next year.
Jeanette Hernandez. She plans to get her BSN and apply to be an L&D nurse.
Liliana Flor Moreno. Lily is a breast cancer survivor and plans to give back by serving others on the oncology or intensive care.
Sue Kim. She wants to be a safe, competent nurse and continue her education in nursing.
Daisy Gallardo. And she wants to be an oncology nurse and pursue her baccalaureate of science.
Adrian Campa. He would like to continue his education, get his BSN, and work in critical care.
Okay. Elba Zamora. She wants to continue to provide compassionate care and wants to work in the NICU.
Ivy Amaya. She wants to become an ICU nurse and get her BSN.
Evelyn Leon. She plans to work in critical care and later to become a nurse practitioner.
Alice Lee. She wants to get her bachelor's in science and nursing.
John Un, and her goal is to become an NICU nurse, providing compassionate expert care to newborns and their families during a most critical moment.
Andy Wong. His goal is to work in a step-down ICU and start his BSN program at Cal State Fullerton spring 2025.
Cristina Ruiz. Her goal is to become an amazing OB or NICU nurse.
Maria Donis. Her goal is to be a NICU, OB, or PEDS nurse.
Emma Dalgety. Her goal is to become an OB or NICU nurse.
Karen Turcios. Her goal is to become an amazing nurse.
Omatayo Oni, and her goal is to become a nurse practitioner and own her own home health agency.
Emily Oliveros. She wants to be a NICU nurse.
Chanel Harris, and her goal is to find a position in anesthetics.
Jaleesa Merwin. She wants to earn her BSN and start in Cal State Fullerton, become a PICU nurse, and become a clinical instructor.
Vanessa Obledo, Martinez. Her goal is to become an L&D nurse and a clinical instructor.
Anna Acosta. She wants to pursue a nurse practitioner in oncology.
Rocio Alvarado, and her goal is to pursue her nurse practitioner in mental health.
Lauren Lindsay. She wants to continue her education with her BSN and work in the emergency department.
Ashley Chavez, and her goal is she wants to go on to work in pediatrics.
Jacqueline Moreno. Her goal is to become a nurse in the emergency department.
Rihanna Odedra, and her goal is to finish her BSN at Cal State San Bernardino and work in critical care.
Colton Locks. His goal is to work in the emergency department.
Denise Webb, and her goal is to work on a critical care unit.
Jordan Molinax. Her goal is to be the best nurse possible and make a positive impact in patients' and family lives.
Okay, Tanya Barra Chavez. Tanya aspires to be a critical care nurse and will be finishing her BSN at CSUSB this summer of 2025.
Prasanna Jones. Her goal is to work in adult ICU, pursue leadership opportunities, and leave a meaningful imprint on every life she touches.
Caprit Sagu, and her goal is to work in the intensive care or the emergency department and make a positive impact on her patients' lives.
Madison McCone. She aspires to be a nurse working in the ICU or emergency department and plans to get her BSN and nurse practitioner.
Alyssa Gliddings, and her goal is to open her own medical spa.
Alyssa Morales. She aspires to be a NICU or OB nurse taking care of new lives.
Drusilla Lightfoot. Drew aspires to work in a critical care and be trauma certified RN.
Brianne Galvan. Brianne will be earning her Bachelor's of Nursing this summer and aspires to be a nurse practitioner.
Jennifer Orozco. Jennifer aspires to work in a critical care setting and will complete her BSN in July.
Stephanie Flores. She aspires to work in a critical care setting like ICU, NICU, or PICU.
Brittany Lobos Flores. She aspires to be an intensive critical care nurse guided by God's strength and hopes to return to RCC to teach future nurses.
Natasha Stevens. Natasha aspires to become a labor and delivery nurse.
Okay. Trisha Cleodette Soriano. Trisha aspires to become a critical care nurse, continue advancing her education, and work in the operating room to make a lasting impact on nursing.
Josue Soto Lomeli. He plans to graduate from Cal State University, San Bernardino next summer and continue higher education to become a nursing instructor.
Alba Molina, and her goal is to earn her BSN and work as a hospice nurse.
Yuridia Martinez. Earn her BSN and work in the ICU setting.
Viviana Lopez, and her goal is to work in the operating room.
Albert Medina. He wants to pass the NCLEX and continue education as an advanced practice nurse.
Okay. Ezra Rodriguez, and his goal is to work in critical care and to go to CRNA school.
Eileen Flores. Eileen's goal is to work in labor and delivery and complete her BSN at Cal State University, San Bernardino.
Brittany Steele, and her goal is to work as an emergency nurse and mental health.
Bianca Espinosa. Bianca's goal is to work in the emergency department and come back to teach at RCC.
Villa. Okay. Destiny Villa, and her goal is to give back to the community by being the best nurse she can be.
Leticia Gonzalez. Letty's goal is to work hard and become a nurse practitioner in mental health.
Ashley Dawson. Ashley's goal is to graduate with a BSN in April with CBU and to begin working as an NICU nurse.
Isabella Sharp. My short-term goals and becoming a NICU nurse and finishing my BSN at CBU.
Alberto Arreza, and his goal is to obtain a BSN from CSU SB and work in the ICU or NICU.
Kimberly Mabel Perez will obtain her BSN from Cal State Fullerton fall 2025 and hopes to become a pediatric nurse.
Marina Blue Avila, and her goal is to finish in July with her BSN from CSU SB CEP program, move to Hawaii, and work for Kaiser Oncology and give my cats a better life.
Levi McNally. Continue at Cal State University, San Bernardino, complete his BSN, and then work for Kaiser Hawaii.
Mira Velasquez, and her goal is to experience working med-surg followed by getting her BSN.
Shushmita Paul. Shushmita wants to become an ER nurse and pursue her BSN next year.
Jennifer Martin, and her goal will be graduating with her BSN next summer, and she aims to work in the intensive care unit and pursue her master's in public health.
Christina Hernandez. She plans to start working as a med-surg nurse.
Michaela Little. Her goal is to get her BSN and become a pediatric nurse.
All right, just a few more minutes, and I promise we're going to hand them back to you. We promise. Next, we're going to have Dr. Gina Weeks go ahead and come on up and lead the students for the first time, who will be reading through the nursing pledge. Graduates, if you'd go ahead and stand.
You guys all ready? I'd like to ask and invite all the nurses in the audience to please stand with us. The nursing pledge is found in your program on the last page. And class, we're going to go ahead and read it together, okay? We ready? Okay. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to practice the profession of nursing with competence and integrity, assuming responsibility and accountability for nursing judgments and actions. I will provide care with respect for human dignity and the uniqueness of the client, unrestricted by considerations of social or economic status, personal attributes, or the nature of the health problem. I will safeguard the client's rights to privacy by holding in confidence all personal matters coming to my knowledge and the practice of my profession. I will endeavor to elevate the standards of my profession and will devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. How'd that feel the first time? Okay, remember those words. You guys can have a seat.
All righty. Dr. Lynn Wright will come back to the podium and will be presenting the nurse graduates class of December 2024. Dr. Wright.
Thank you, Dr. Reimer. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you to our School of Nursing for another job well done. And thank you to the graduates. Well done. Now, one more thing to make it official. So after I presented the class, the graduates will exit. Please remain seated until all the graduates have departed, and then you can go out and join them and enjoy having fun with them. Now, graduates, would you please stand? On behalf of Riverside City College, our president, RCC's faculty, classified professionals, and its administration, as well as RCCD's Chancellor and Board of Trustees, I am honored to present to you the December 2024 class for the Associate Degree in Nursing program. Congratulations.